Atletico Madrid suffer major blow before Arsenal Champions League clash. Atletico Madrid face Arsenal in the semi-finals of the Champions League, and Diego Simeone's side have suffered a potential blow to any momentum built. Arsenal's upcoming Champions League semi-final opponents, Atletico Madrid, suffered a heartbreaking defeat to Real Sociedad on Saturday. Diego Simeone's side were favourites to win the Copa del Rey, but were beaten on penalties, which denied them a major mental boost before taking on the Gunners later this month, as they did to set up a semi-final clash with Mikel Arteta's side. Atleti beat Barcelona over 2 legs to reach the final, while Sociedad knocked out Athletic Club. The underdogs took a shock lead through Ander Barrenetxea after just 15 seconds, though Ademola Lookman grabbed the equaliser midway through the first half. Mikel is able to put Sociedad back ahead just before the interval, but a late Julian Alvarez strike took the game to extra time and later penalties, with no goals scored in that 30-minute period. Alexander Sørloth and Alvarez both missed their spot kicks, while Sociedad scored 3 of their 4 to capture a domestic trophy. Simeone spoke on a number of topics after the brutal loss, including a clear message when asked about Arsenal. According to Marca, he said, "First, I want to congratulate our opponents. We reacted well to the first goal, then continued at a slow pace. Then half-time arrived, we talked things through, and we changed our approach, playing the game we needed to play. We could have scored a third with Johnny Cardoso or Alex Bina. Then in extra time, we each had a chance. Julian's shot hit the post and Musso made the save. We competed very well, but unfortunately, they won the penalties. Congratulations to them. There's not much to say to the players, just be there for them. They made a huge effort, but the game was decided in the 90 minutes. It was Johnny's or Bina's goal. But as we always say, they were the ones who showed that clinical finishing, and we weren't." When asked about the Champions League, he replied, "I'm not thinking about Arsenal. Today hurts a lot. We needed to win, but we couldn't. The way we competed gives me a lot of peace of mind. There's not much to say to the players, just be there for them. They made a huge effort, but the game was decided in the 90 minutes. It was Johnny's or Bina's goal. But as we always say, they were the ones who showed that clinical finishing, and we weren't." When asked about the Champions League, he replied, "I'm not thinking about Arsenal. Today hurts a lot. We needed to win, but we couldn't. The way we competed gives me a lot of peace of mind. Atletico are firmly out of the La Liga title race, and thus the Champions League is their only chance at claiming silverware this season. Arsenal, meanwhile, could also soon only be focused on Europe after losing 2-1 to title rivals Manchester City on Sunday, which could also come as a blow to their confidence. The first leg against Atletico is scheduled to take place on Wednesday, April 29th, at the Metropolitano Stadium, with the second leg scheduled for the following Tuesday in North London. On the other side of the bracket, Bayern Munich take on Paris Saint-Germain after their quarter-final triumphs over Real Madrid and Liverpool, respectively. Arteta has seen his players already defeat Atletico and Bayern during the league stage this season, but they were beaten by PSG, who went on to win the competition in last season's semi-finals. Luis Enrique's side have also beaten other English sides, such as Aston Villa and Chelsea in Europe over the last 18 months, and may need to defeat Arsenal for the second consecutive campaign to retain their crown. Atletico Madrid must swiftly put their Copa del Rey heartbreak behind them. With a daunting battle for third place looming and a Champions League semi-final against Arsenal on the horizon, Diego Pablo Simeone's side find themselves at a crossroads where European glory remains their primary salvation. While Atletico Madrid may still be reeling from their Copa del Rey final defeat, they cannot afford to lose focus on the remainder of the campaign. Diego Pablo Simeone's men have no time for tears. A Champions League semi-final looms, alongside the pressing necessity of reclaiming third place in La Liga. With Villarreal currently occupying that spot, the Colchoneros must arrest a worrying slump in form. 9 fixtures remain on the Rojiblancos' calendar, potentially 10 starting this Wednesday, 19 o'clock, with a trip to the Martínez Valero to face Elche. Atleti head into the clash off the back of 3 straight league defeats, a 3-2 derby loss at the Bernabeu, a 1-2 reverse against Barcelona at the Metropolitano, and a 2-1 setback against Sevilla at the Raymond Sanchez Pizjuan. The Andalusian capital, in particular, has proven a difficult hunting ground of late. Atletico Madrid currently occupy 4th place with 57 points, trailing Villarreal by 4 a gap. They will hope to bridge before a potentially decisive showdown at the Estadio de la Ceramica on the final day. The statistical slump is equally concerning. Cholo's side had not suffered 3 consecutive league defeats since December 2021, a dismal run that saw them fall to Mallorca 1-2, Real Madrid 2-0, Sevilla 2-1, and Granada 2-1. 5 years on, they find themselves in a similarly precarious position. Standing between them and the final are Arsenal. The Gunners provided a stern test back on the 21st of October during the 3rd match of the league phase, and the memory of that encounter serves as a stark reminder of the fine line between hope and fear. On that night, the Gunners thrashed Simeone's men 4-0, with Victor Gyökeres netting a brace alongside strikes from Gabriel Magalhaes and Gabriel Martinelli. That humbling at the Emirates remains the Colchoneros' worst performance of the campaign. Now, Atletico Madrid must shift their focus forward, exorcising the ghosts of the Copa del Rey final, where Real Sociedad snatched the trophy from their grasp. As the domestic season enters its final stretch, with 7 scheduled fixtures, and with their European nemesis waiting in the wings, Diego Pablo Simeone faces a massive task to reset his squad's mentality. In the heat of battle, tears will count for nothing.